Hi everyone, it's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So welcome to my YouTube page. Make sure that you're subscribed down with YouTube. Hit that bell immediately and you'll be notified immediately. Also, if you're joining me on my Facebook page, I truly do appreciate it. Now, people are commenting that I've had this shirt on a couple of days in a row. I actually have two of these shirts. So I like the color of the shirt. The shirt makes me happy because it's kind of like a Lost Lagoon color. I know it doesn't quite look that way, but anyways, this is something that I really, I love it. And I have different saying. This one says, "Come stamp with me." My other one says, "Stampin' Diane." So it's kind of neat. We got these when we were in Orlando. So I was one of those fortunate ones that did earn the trip, and it's because of all of you and all of my team. That's the reason why I did earn the trip. All right, so I do talk with different people as we do go along, and that's all part of my life. So if you don't really like that, you can watch it on a replay and you can scoot on by that part. Or I don't talk that often or that much with there, but I do truly appreciate that they have joined me. Like Laura. Hello, Laura. I truly love the fact that you're coming on here. Now, this is my mystery challenge. Mystery challenges have evolved over the years, but this one is where I pick 3 items and basically you create a card using those, and there's something that you have. And more so today will be very it's quite an open. The clues were a technique that I've done in the past, so we want you to get in and do a technique. And if you have problems knowing what kind of techniques that I've done, if you've just joined me recently, there's a Facebook group down here below. You can go in there, go under the file section, and there's 150 some odd techniques in there. The second one is nature. So it can have anything to do with nature. It can be, you know, animals, it could be scenery or anything like that. And the third one is splattering. So pretty simple. It's almost like another technique in there in itself. But I will be honest, this is something that I have done recently. And I did it also at the retreat, but I need another card done with this particular technique because of a blog hop that I'm in. And you know me, I always try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, or try to make it work. Work smarter, not harder, right? But I wanted to show you a brand new stamp set that's coming available as of July the 2nd. So stay tuned. Okay, so let's go on down to my desktop here. We are going to be doing the everyday arches. Who doesn't like this? But you'll see why I'm going to use this, and I'll show you exactly how I did it. But check out this beautiful, it's just an individual stamp set. It doesn't have any dies, and it's called Prairie Grass. It has like all these different grasses there. I can think of so many different cards that you go, what am I going to put on the inside, where it's really nice to just have a grass or a grass with some flowers. And I really like this particular one there as well. But these sentiments are to die for. Sometimes life is just hard. How appropriate is that? So very sorry. You're not alone. I'm here for you. Sending the healing power of love, and my shoulder is yours. I just love this. So the technique that we're going to do is a 1-layer card. This was a real hit at my stamp camp, my retreat, and I wanted, and I'm using the same sort of colors, but I'm going to use this stamp set and just show you how you can get so much stuff going for you. I'm going to bring in a piece of paper because I need that. But what I'm going to do is I have a piece of just basic white. This is thick basic white. You can use any color that you want. I've got it 5.5 by 8.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. And I'm just going to get a really good crease line on there. I don't want to have anything on the back of it. I want it just to be on the front. We're doing 1 layer only. But you can create an awful lot of looks of different layers by doing different things. So what I did do was I went and I took my 4th arched one there. I wanted an oval is actually, yes, you're going to love this one. Like I say, it's so easy to, you can whip out cards left, right, and sideways with this sort of stuff. So you could use these for sympathy cards. You could use it for any of that sort of stuff. So I did the 4th size oval, arch here. And then I turned around, and what I did was I went and I cut it down. So you can see what I've done is I just took this because I didn't want it to have, I didn't want it to be stop as an arch. I wanted it to be a free form so that it would kind of fade out a little bit out on the bottom. Now what I want to do is I don't want this to move, so I'm going to come in with my Post-it note tape because I don't want it moving when I'm doing this blending. I'm going to use a blending brush, and I am going to use Cloud Cover. Cloud Cover, I think, is probably one of my favorite colors. Remember that you cannot get Cloud Cover in the full ink size like this, and the reason you can't is because there's been it's a quality issue. So what you need to get is you need to get a re-inker, and I have the re-inker upstairs. Don't ask me why I've got it upstairs, but oh no, I don't. I have it here. So you are going to have to, do it by a re-inker, and I apologize for my pup. Oh, I know. I went and I banged, and sorry. Psst. Anyways, so what you're going to do is take a blank re-inker and ink it up with this. Now, what the problem is, I do apologize. She's been really good being down here, but she's been down almost all day. So maybe what I can do is just put her up on the chair here and see how she does. Anyways, so here we go. And maybe if she's good, we'll let her stay. Oh, no, she's not. I apologize. Oh. Where is that spray bottle when you need it, right? Anyways, I can't compete with her. I'm sorry. What you do, right? There, we'll let her go upstairs. We don't know what's going to happen when she goes upstairs. Anyway, so what I've done is I've just put this here, but you are going to have to, oh, I am so sorry, I'm going to have to stop and start, I'm sure of it. Somebody's knocked or something on the door. Anyways, so you're going to take a re-inker and you're going to ink it up with this, and that's what we're going to use. We're going to use a blending brush, and we're just going to blend this part in there. Now, it's really, really important that what you do is, oh, I'm so sorry, is you start off the page and just re-ink it. Now, some people like doing it a little darker. You can do it splotchy. You can do it whatever. When I kind of played around with this idea to see how it was going to work with the oval, oh my goodness, you guys. Oh, that's one thing at least I could control a little bit more with my other more mature dog, right? So we're just going to go like this. And sometimes what you could do if you're wanting to do a big area like this, you could put that re-inker into the lid of a stamp pad, and you could basically use that way. Now this is going to kind of, I just want this to be a little bit darker here and fading down to this part down there. Anyways, the cloud cover, just there's a quality issue, and it reacts differently with the foam pads. So that's the reason why they haven't done it that way. So then we just have this. and this is how it's going to look. Like I say, it kind of gives me a bit of an oval. I can come in and just do a bit more. Let's just do just a bit more up here. And I can keep that for another, if I decide that I want to do it later on, and do it the same cover. Now, I'm going to use Secret C with this particular stamp set. Now, because this does not fit your normal size block, it fits the really large block, but I believe that that block is no longer available. But neither is the Stamparatus, but I'm going to go ahead and use the Stamparatus. You can use the Stamparatus. You can use a turn around and use another stamp positioner. It's entirely up to you how you want, what you want to do. I am going to use the Stamparatus because I still have my Stamparatus and I love my Stamparatus. So, but there's lots of different ones that are out there. Now this one's just going to come like this. So I think that's going to be okay. I'm going to come in and put another, I'll put this one down below here. It's more level. So what I've done, let me just show you this. I've just, with my Stamparatus, have something down there, but you'll see this go there. Now, I'm using Secret C. Secret C, you could use the Memento like I do. Like I've got the Memento here in this kind of a pad. You could use that, but I'm going to use the Secret C on this particular one. Remember that this is a 1-layer card is what I'm doing. So I'm coming about, and I know that this is going to get covered. So let me just bring this a little bit more in. Now, you see that there is right here, there's a real issue, even with me going from the top to the bottom, that I'm getting, there's a halo there, and it does come out as a halo. So I'm just going to come off and just take that off. Because I do not want that showing there. I'm just going to, let's see if I can do that again. So we're just going to tap lightly, see how that's coming off there. I don't want that halo. I think because it's quite low on the stamping. So I just want to make sure that I've got that off. Let's see. That, hopefully that'll work. We'll see how that works. More like along there. All right, so I'm going to come in this way. I'm coming down, and I'm going to use my Chucky. So let's just do this. Now, the reason I just don't have a block that's big enough to do this. So I have to use the Stamparatus, whether or not, unless you still have one of those old blocks. But see how this is not there. That's why I wanted to use my Stamparatus. But look at that image. Is that not the prettiest thing? Okay, this would be a great masculine card as well. All right, so I'm just going to take that off. Like I say, 1-layer card. And a 1-layer card, and I'm not even using embellishments on here. I'm going to have my splattering work as an embellishment. Now I can turn around and put whatever sentiment I want. These ones are better because they're going to fit. I want it to fit right there. So I think I'm going to do this. You're not alone. I'm here for you. And I'm going to come back in with my Secret C. And let's see. I've got to see how it, just a light tap. There we go. Not alone. I'm here for you. And I'm just going to put this right here. Just like that. Look at that. So we've almost got that done as a 1-layer card. Now on the inside, I could put some of this sprig up here. Do I want to try doing that? Well, that's going to be playing around with that. You know what? I think I would rather I think I might want to just come in with one of these. So let's see. These are quite big too. Let's come in. This is a cling mount stamp. So let's just go ahead and try. No, that's too big. It needs a C block. So let me just grab a C block. A D block, I mean. So there. We're going to come back in with the secret C. Like I say, this will be on my blog a week tomorrow. Let's see how that's going to look. See, it really shows off halos. Holy crow. Also, secret C is one of those ones that, okay, I'm going to show you another way that you can do this. If you have your stamp and you put it like this, it's, oh, well, that is so wrong. Because if I do this, this is going to give me a halo. See, I'm going to leave that for the time being, and we'll work on doing something on the inside there. All right, so now it's splattering. So what I'm going to do is I am going to come in and I am just going to get some of that secret C onto a block. And I'm going to take an old aqua painter. There's something else that we don't have anymore is the painters. And that was because the reason we don't is it's all because of manufacturing. A manufacturer can't make them anymore. So, all right, so I'm just coming in with some water. I'm just going to get this kind of wet. Let's see how it's going to splatter. We don't want it too wet. I don't want big splatters. I could have also come in with my Stampin' Blends and do that. So I could do it this way. So let me show you how that would work. See how there's splatters, and they're actually, it's probably not as good as. So let's come in with our, ooh, maybe we won't. I'm going to have to do it this way. I'm going to take off not as much water, I think, is what the problem is. So let me just take this and do that again. I do not know what that dog is doing upstairs. That's not a good sign, is it? Okay, so let's see. There, that's better. Now, because I've got it splotted there, it's going to turn around and come on the back of my card. So I don't want that on the back. So let's just come in. Let's take a bit of the splattering. And there we go. There's our card. Now, if we wanted, we could, that's going to be a little bit splattery more, but that, I'm happy with that. That looks really, really fun. Now, another thing that you could do, well, there's lots of different ways you can do one layer cards, but there's that one using this beautiful prairie grass. I think it works out really, really well. And I knew that this was going to be a quick video. Hello, Melanie. So there we go. There's our card. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, tomorrow, I will be live tomorrow. Oh, first of all, if you like that, give me the thumbs up. Share my video. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with the way that that one turned out. A one-layer card. And like I say, that's to go onto a blog a week tomorrow. Now, remember, tomorrow I will be live at 4:15 with a Now What. So I might, if I get my paper pumpkin, we might do a paper pumpkin. We might not do a paper pumpkin. I'm not too sure. I know of one thing that I wanted to do last week that I will get ready for you. Remember too, you live in Canada. I'd love to be your demonstrator. If you have any questions at all, please reach out. And you know, it doesn't matter whether or not you have a demonstrator or not. I'm more than happy to help. That's what Stampin' Up's all about, is sharing what we love. remember to create because it's great for the soul. I'd love to see your samples of this. Remember to post it on my Facebook group. All right, you guys, take care. Bye for now. See you tomorrow, 4:15 Pacific.